Good afternoon, students. I am back. So today we are going to study the next topic, that is evidences of evolution. So last lecture we have studied about evolution. What is evolution? That is pre-existence of the life on the earth, or existence of life on the earth is called as protobiogenesis or evolution. Today we are going to study about the basic evidences or the proofs of evolution which led to the existence of the life on the earth, right? So total you have 6 evidences. The first one is morphological evidences. Do you understand by the word evidence? Evidence is nothing but the proofs, right? The first one is called as morphological evidences. Now what exactly is morphology? The branch of the biology which generally deals with the study of the external structure of an organism is generally called morphology, right? So external appearance of an organism is generally called as morphology. So you can see there are certain pictures which have been shown in the textbook, right? That is about the plants and animal. Now all those plants and animal have certain similarities in between them, right? Let's talk about the similarities in the animals, right? The structure of the mouth, the structure of the nostril, the position of the eyes, correct? The position of the ear pinna, and also the hairs present on the body, right? Okay, similarities between the plants: they have a specialized leaf structure, they have a leaf venation and leaf petiole. What is venation? The arrangement of the veins in the leaf is called as venation, and petiole is the stalk through which the leaf gets attached to the stem, right? So you can see all those plants and all those animals have certain similarities in their external structure or an appearance, right? So this indicates that certain group of organisms have generally come, or they have came across from their common ancestor. That is called the first evidence, which is called morphological evidences. That generally indicates only the external appearance of an organism. When we talk about the similarities in plants and similarities in animal, it says that same group of organisms have generally evolved or originated from their common ancestor. Second one is generally called anatomical evidences. Now what is anatomy? The branch of the biology which generally deals with the study of an internal structure of an organism is generally called anatomy, right? So here we are going to talk about the anatomical evidences. So let's take a simple example. Forelimb of the hand, hind limb of the horse. Hind limb is nothing but the legs, right? Okay, wings of the birds and the fins of the whale. I have taken 4 examples, right? Once again, that is forelimb of the hand, hind limb of the horse, wings of the birds and fins of the whale. You can see that all these 4 organism structure is similar. The structure of all these 4 organisms is generally made up of your bone, right? Isn't it? But you can see that they all 4 have different function, right? That is, I can say that hand of the man is used to lift the object. What you can say, hand of the man is generally used for lifting the object. Second, hind limb of the horse, that is the leg of the horse, is generally used for running. Next, wings of the bat are generally used for flying, and fins of the whale are generally used for swimming, right? Okay, so the organism which generally has similarities in their structure but dissimilarities in their function, those organs are generally called as homologous organ. The organs which are similar in their structure but dissimilar in their function are called homologous organ. Let's talk about the second one. Second 2 examples I will take. That is wings of birds and wings of insect, right? Wings of birds and wings of insect, right? Wings of the birds, that is the forelimb is modified into the wings, correct? This is called forelimb, and that forelimb is generally modified into the wings, right? But when you talk about the wings of insect, right, exoskeleton is modified into the wing, right? What is exoskeleton? Outer skeleton is generally called exoskeleton. So in the birds, the forelimb gets modified into the wings, and in the insect, the exoskeleton gets modified into the wings. So you can see here, they both have dissimilar structure but both have similar function of flying. So the organs which are similar in function but dissimilar in structure are called as analogous organ. So the organs which are similar in the function but dissimilar in the structure are generally called as analogous organs. So homologous organ and analogous analogous organ, both are the evidences for your evolution. That's what all about your anatomical evidences. Third one, which is very important, is vestigial organs, right? As the word suggests, vestigial, that is waste, right? So degenerated or non-functional organs in the body of a living organism is generally called vestigial organ, right? Those organs which do not have any function in the human body are generally called as vestigial organ, right? Now you can take an example. There are many situations, right? There are certain specific structures in the body of a living organism. They might be useful for the body. At the same time, under different situation, there are certain organs or the same organ may not be functional. I mean to say, they may be vestigial or they may be harmful. Such kind of the organs are generally non-functional and they do not function in the body. Such are called as your vestigial organ. So vestigial organs are the organs which are non-functional. The degenerated organ from the human body are called vestigial organ, right? And according to the principle of the natural selection, this vestigial organ are non-functional, hence they do not have any function in the human body or the body of a living organism. But before that, though they are non-functional in certain living organism, but in certain group of living organism, they might be also functional, right? Okay, so let's take a simple example. The number one, that is vermiform appendix. You have heard about appendix, right? Appendix is a small outgrowth which is generally present on the right hand side of the large intestine, right? It's a small outgrowth. Now that is a vestigial organ in the human body. In the human body, the vermiform appendix does not have any function, but yes, it is functional in the ruminants, right? It is functional in what? It is generally functional in the ruminants. What are ruminants? Ruminants are nothing but the organism or the animals such as cows and buffalo, right? Which undergo mastication and all. They have the functional vermiform appendix. Second example is muscles of the ear pinna. You know, this is ear pinna, ear muscles, right? Ear muscles or ear pinna are non-functional in the humans, but they are functional in the monkeys for the movement of the ear pinna. Next, coccyx. Coccyx is generally called as the tailbone, right? Okay, wisdom teeth. Whenever you get a pain in your teeth, right? That is wisdom teeth, right? And the hairs on the body, these are all the examples of the vestigial organ. So yes, vestigial organ also proves to be the evidence for the human evolution. Thank you.